Hi Sagittarius. This is going to be a general self-love reading. It might not resonate with everybody, but I am going to do these weekly. So if you come back next week, you might find something that resonates more with you. I'm going to do a 6-card tarot spread. And the 7th card is going to be your message from Spirit. So I did shuffle a little before we got started. I want to make sure these are all the same way because I don't want them to come out in reverse. And so that's good. We're going to get going. The first card that you're going to have is your how you feel about yourself right now. The second card is going to be something you need to prioritize. The third card is going to be an area where you might realize that you're not giving yourself enough, and Spirit says, pick it up. Fourth card is going to be something that you should let out to showcase more of your authentic side, authentic self. The fifth card is going to be something you need to let go of, and the sixth card is going to be something you should acknowledge. And then the 7th card will be your spirit message. I'm going to be clarifying with the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. And I will show you everything as we go. So first off, Spirit says that you are feeling, Sagittarius, you are feeling a sense of victory. Look, 6 of Wands. So she has made it to the top of this mountain. She is sharing her light and her victory, and if you notice, there's the infinity symbol in her fire. Nice. Something you need to prioritize more is this King of Cups. Ooh, love. Mature love. Ooh. How do you let love out? How do you go after your love? And in an area where you might be letting yourself down a little bit, and Spirit realizes that, and you might realize that too, and so Spirit's encouraging you to pick up the pace or pick up the slack. Look at this. It says you're not feeling happiness, or you're not letting yourself be as happy as you should be letting yourself be. Sag. Okay. Something that you need to acknowledge and let out to be more authentic in yourself is this sense of justice. Being fair and being balanced. Many people don't realize because you're such a spicy fire sign that you can be fair and balanced. No offense to all fire signs, but I do find Sagittarius to be the most level-headed. My older sister is a Leo. There's no level in that. There's none. I'm just teasing because she's my sister. Oh, wow. I've never even gotten him in the cards. Wow. Okay. Oh, not for the last one. Okay. So something you need to let go of is this King of Wands. Sagittarius, I don't do relationship readings, but you have a king to prioritize and a king to let go of, and I'm not saying that you're playing both sides of the water and fire, because they're different sides. Let's see how that goes, okay? Something you need to let go of is like King of Wands. Why would you let go of the King of Wands? The King of Wands is pretty practical. He built an entire kingdom. He's fairly passionate. He might be a little bit trying hard to think about something negative about this King of Wands. I don't really find him to be impulsive, even though fire energy is kind of impulsive. I find him to be very practical, very grounded, very stable. Well, we'll keep going and then we'll clarify if it gets to that. Well, we'll get to that. And then something you need to acknowledge is this Prince of Swords. Communication or ideas coming to you. Also, look, the chariot is being pulled by the eagle. And here, or in America at least, we constitute the eagle as freedom. So ideas about truth and freedom and clarity. I don't know what's going on here. So you're feeling victorious, but you're not letting yourself be happy about something. You should prioritize this King of Cups and let go of the King of Swords, but also be very fair and balanced. I mean, okay. Because the Prince of Swords. And then the universe says, wow, okay. So the universe says you do really need to be fair and balanced. So maybe there is a decision here. Self-love, though. That's the point of this. So I can't tell you who to pick if that's the problem. But that might not be the problem. So let's start clarifying. We'll figure it out, Sag. Come on. I'll work with you. Okay. So we said in this Queen of Swords, Six of Wands. I keep saying that, Queen of Swords. In this Six of Wands energy, victory, duality. Sorry, that's the cat. He doesn't listen. I can't tell him to stop. Duality. He's the the dark bird and the light bird, right? And we look at that yin and yang symbol, it's very similar. So the good with the bad. Victory. You have moved past something. And you will be experiencing abundance. Okay, that's good, because victory is like a win, right? You deserve a present. The universe is going to give you a present. Maybe it's this King of Cups. Maybe it's self-love. Okay. So the thing about the King of Cups, he, I find him to be the most emotionally stable of the kings, most emotionally mature, most mature in pretty much every aspect. So I was going to say, like, this King of Wands, he could be immature. Because he's a king, though, I don't really get that. But let's see. So this King of Cups. To me, the King of Cups is somebody who has embraced this duality, right? The King of Cups is a man or masculine energy that has internalized his feminine energy. That's why he's the King of Cups. The cups is your emotions, and his cup is a crab, but probably for real, it's like his heart, right? And he's not only acknowledged what's in his heart, but he has built a kingdom around getting what it is that he wants. And in your cup, if you were to be the most emotionally mature and emotionally stable person out there, well, you would probably have self-love in that cup, right? So, yes, okay, so see? Feminine energy. So there's going to need to be some integration here, Sag. Maybe, or maybe there was. No, because you still need to prioritize it. So you're feeling the sense of victory coming from duality, and you have abundance. You have this emotionally stable energy and feminine energy, which is all about introspection and self-love. Nine of Cups, happiness. We said that you have happiness, but you're not making it, you're putting it on the back burner. So maybe you feel happy about something, you feel victorious about something that you think you're not supposed to feel victorious about, and so you're just pretending you're not happy about it. But that's not the best way to deal with something, because when we see this feminine energy, what we're really talking about is going within and figuring out how we feel. And if you feel happiness, feel it, let it out, experience it. That's what the feminine energy is about. This duality, this embracing, this happiness, because happiness, embracing this happiness might move you into balance. I don't know. So we have this clear night. It's very nice. Then we have this symbol for transition, and then we have the rain that comes. And when we talk about duality, which you already got, that's really what it is. It's taking the good with the bad and the bad with the good, because sometimes it rains, and while no one really likes the rain that much, it does bring life and balance. So moving into this happiness might bring you into balance. Yeah, past and present, future. For me, this is my card about daily habits. Do you let yourself not be happy frequently? Do you feel like you're not allowed to be happy? Because that would make sense to me why you would prioritize that King of Cups. Because the King of Cups knows what makes him happy. He goes after the things that he loves, He's sure in himself. He's really put time and energy into integrating that feminine energy that he has. Sagittarius, are you dealing with feelings well? I'd be concerned. I would be, honestly, except for the victory. It says that you do feel victorious. Okay, so in this fourth position, something you can acknowledge to satiate your authentic self, to showcase more of that authenticity, is this judgment, or justice, I'm sorry. Slow but steady. So maybe you have justice to show. Maybe you were happy about a thing, but then you felt like you couldn't be happy about the thing. And now you want people to know that you're happy about the thing. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. New day. Look. So you're gonna go slow to do this, bringing in this balance, this fair decision. Okay. And you have to let go of this impulsivity. Let's see. I really can't think of anything super negative on my kings. I'm just gonna look real quick, okay? Oopsie. King of Wands. Fire energy, change, vitality, strong will, belief, and power. Yes, a born leader, spiritual growth, development. The unicorn signifies visions, inspiration, and the torch burns away all obstacles. That didn't help me at all. Yeah. It doesn't say that he's impulsive in any way. Maybe? Okay. Alright, I got this. Spirit is maybe indicating here that you need to prioritize more of this King of Cups, like being the most stable and mature emotionally, and letting go of the King of Swords, who is also stable, but in a very passionate energy. The King of Cups would probably let his heart lead the way, but the King of Wands would let his passion lead the way. So maybe there is this sense of victory, but you're not honoring it. Sometimes people feel like they need to be humble. I get it, sort of. But like, in my personal life, people don't brag on me very often, so I brag on myself. I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not. People don't compliment me very much, so I compliment myself. People don't tell me they like things about me, so I tell myself. Because that's part of that self-love. But if there is a sense of victory and happiness that you're not acknowledging, then Spirit is saying the best thing to do would be to lead with your heart. Lead with your heart. But you're a fire sign, and so Spirit is telling you not to lead with your fire. Don't lead with your fire. Lead with your heart. Because your decision, or the parts of you that the universe wants you to acknowledge more of and showcase to other people, is how balanced you can be. Look at those scales, okay? There's a heart burning, and then there's a feather. Are your pure intentions as pure as this feather, as light as this feather, okay? Justice. Show people both sides. It's good to be good at things. It's attractive to be humble about being good at things, I guess. But it is not attractive to be good at things and act like you're not. Think back to like 5th grade when I convinced one of the boys in my class that I wasn't really good at math so that he would sit next to me and talk to me. I really wasn't good at math, but I knew what I was doing. You know, I knew what I was doing at the time. So acting like you're not good at something it doesn't make you cooler or more fun or special to be around. If you feel like in some way you can't be happy around other people, and they won't feel happy for your happiness, those are not the kind of people to be around. It just isn't. If you feel like you can't be happy because something bad happened, like around you or in the past or anything like that, Spirit is telling you it's okay to get out of that energy. You can be happy. Just because one bad thing happens does not mean that you have to be perpetually upset about it for the rest of your life to show that you're in mourning, right? So like I know in like the 15th century, like if something bad happened, people would wear black. Women especially would wear black. Like if a woman's husband died, she'd wear black for the rest of her life. Now I personally love black, but I'm not going to wear black because you're forcing me to wear black. And Spirit is saying don't wear black for the rest of your life. Don't be in mourning about whatever happened, okay? Let go of this fiery energy, this need maybe to show people your passion, honestly, because it says sexual energy. I don't get sexual energy from this because I'm not picking up that kind of, I don't know, reading. What I really am just getting is that Zuko. Sorry. What I'm getting is that there are habits here of you consistently, I mean, I get that from the past and present and future card, consistently not tapping into this happiness or these emotions that you have, but persistently letting out this energy. Not that one. Right there. Honoring your energy, okay? Honoring your energy. That's all of your energy, though, not just picking and choosing which to honor or thinking, okay, well, I have a real fun side, so I'll let my fun side out, but I have a real mean side, so I'll never be mean. Well, you gotta find a balance. That's what this card is about, finding that balance between heart and passion. Honor your energy. This Prince of Swords is growth, okay? Acknowledge the fact that growth is coming. Acknowledge the fact that you can be multifaceted, that you can embrace duality for yourself. You can be both masculine and feminine, both happy and sad. In Western society, we have this way of differentiating between emotions like they're bad somehow. But they're not bad. Emotions are literally just tools. They have a purpose. When we laugh, people think that's great. We're experiencing mirth. I read somewhere, and I thought it was lovely, that laughter is mirth that has bubbled up inside of your body, and you're just incapable of containing it anymore. And that's great. Let's let out happiness, mirth, right? But then when we cry, people are like, why are you crying? Well, bitch, I'm crying because the same reason I had laughed when I was happy. You liked it when I laughed. People like it when you laugh. They don't like it when you cry. So like we put this like, we separate emotions and we act like some are better than the others. But then that's not true. You can be happy. You can be sad. You can be mad. You can be envious. You can be ashamed or embarrassed. All of your emotions have a purpose, just like mine. Zuko! Zuko! Leave her alone. Is skinning a cat an emotion? He already has one eye. I feel like life can't really get much worse for him. Anyway, I'm real sorry. We'll just ignore him. There's growth to be had here. The universe is telling you that ideas, clarity, and truth are coming. So maybe I'm your truth here. I'm just sitting here telling you, you can be whoever you want to be. But you should be yourself. And that means incorporating all aspects of yourself. Because it's your perception, really. It's your perception of what's acceptable to express. But you're you. No one else is you. So if you're sitting with someone on the couch and you're like, oh, I had a really good day. And they're like, my day was shitty. And you're like, oh, never mind. No, fuck that. Well, what happened to your day? Why was it shitty? Meh. Oh, well, that's too bad. Well, my day was like this. And it was fan-fucking-tastic. Don't let anybody else make you feel bad, okay? I know people like that. My stepmom, she's kind of like, she likes to be mad about things. She wants to have things to complain about. When I don't have things to complain about, it's really hard to talk to her because she just wants to complain. So what I've learned to do is that I save up all of the things that irritate me throughout the week, and on the weekend when I go to her house, I just sit and we have a bitch fest. And you know what? It irritates me that that's how I have to talk with her, but it's kind of cathartic. It's not lethargic. It's kind of cathartic. I get out all my irritation on somebody who doesn't mind being irritated. Win. It's a win. But then I also have happy stories to tell, and I tell my sister because my sister's a much nicer person. Okay, so the universe emphasizes again this balance. Balance. She is the Queen of Swords. She holds her sword aloft. She will hear you out, and then when she is done listening, she will make a decision. Her decisions are fair and balanced. Just like justice, you need to be more fair with yourself and more balanced with your emotions. Because that's going to bring you joy. That happiness that you aren't letting yourself experience, that balance will bring it to you. I don't make that. You can't even make that shit up. Grounding, okay? So we see the sun, the tree, the branches, and the leaf, right? Grounding to me indicates going out in nature. I'm a Pisces, but we're supposed to take solace and feel more sense of security from the water. Except water doesn't necessarily make me feel secure. Water makes me feel light. I'm kind of free. I'm from Hawaii and I have a really big butt, and my butt tends to help me float in the water, right? And because of the salt water. And so I can just lay there. And I'm just like, but I'm daydreaming. I'm just gone. I'm not really sure what helps ground you, Sagittarius, but what helps ground me is a nice walk in the woods. Grass, moss, tree branches, feathers, little trickles of water, little ponds, things like that. I love to take a walk. And so maybe what you need is a little bit of grounding, Sagittarius. Get out of your house. Be by yourself. 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes an hour. But I feel like when you come back, you're going to really look at things, right? You ever notice how you don't notice how wrong something is until you leave it and come back? I painted my house, my walls, this like inside walls, this like sweet mint green once, and I loved it. Loved it. And people come over and be like, why did you paint your walls green? I'm like, no, they're really nice. And I went on an 8-day trip to Mexico. Gone for 8 days. Come home and I'm like, who painted this color? This is the color it was before I left. How did I not notice how terrible this was? Oh my God, I painted it the next day. Because you can't really see the situation when you're too close to it. If you remove yourself from the situation, you have plenty of time to look at things objectively, see what's working for you and see what's not working for you. That's my advice, Sag. So here we see that you are feeling this sense of victory, but you're not acknowledging the happiness that comes with it. The universe is saying to you, acknowledge your heart, acknowledge your feelings. Don't just lead with your passion. Don't just lead with how you feel things should work out. Go with how you feel, okay? Because your perceptions is going to grow. It's going to change, and you're going to realize that this situation isn't working. And that's when you have to become balanced for yourself. Okay, Sag? I hope this helps. Have a good day.